Welcome to the Windy City Benders podcast, presented by Beer League Talk, with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, Jarom, and Tanner.
All right, how's it going today, boys? Got a little bit of a different setup today. Poets is, out there being full Coach Poets mode. So today we are rolling with myself. We're joined with Tanner.
Yep.
And Nolly.
Hey.
How's it going, boys?
Just giving her.
Just having a good time checking out Cat Friendly right now.
Yeah, literally.
What else am I doing with my day?
Probably could have started recording this about 20 minutes ago with everything we were talking about with the current Caps situation across the NHL, but, why not do that? That's not content you guys want to hear.
Fucking Colorado, 38 million.
Dude, 5 forward sign. That's it.
All right, so today we got a little bit to catch up with, missing last week. So we're gonna start off with a little Hawks talk.
Back.
All right, so while we were gone, we had actually a couple big trades happen for the Hawks, addressing a big need on the team. Just finally giving that defense some identity a little bit. The first one came probably 2 weeks ago or so.
What? 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
No.
No?
No, the Mata trade was like a week and a half ago.
Okay, a week and a half ago.
The draft was just last weekend.
All right,
dude, we would have talked about it on the podcast.
3
weeks ago.
Wait, we talked about this one on the trade on the show?
What?
Never mind. All right, so the trade was Ali Mata for Cahoon and what was it, 5th round or 7th round?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So again, nice young defenseman. And then right before the draft, Hawks picked up Dahan and how do you say his last name? Is it Sorella?
Alexi Saarella.
For Forsberg and Forslane. So
Felicia.
So my whole Forsberg's giving me the future of Blackhawks goaltending. Tough take for me.
That's just going as well as Dylan Strome's a piece of garbage. So killing it on all cylinders right now.
So how are you guys feeling about these moves?
I like them. I like them a lot. I mean,
the Mata one, still unsure of.
Yeah.
But it was a good move. Obviously, they need defense, and he's got 2 Stanley Cups with the Penguins. One of the most iconic pictures from the Stanley Cup after the Stanley Cup parade, passed out on on his back deck. Hilarious. So he loves to get after it. Good to know. But I don't know. A lot of talk about him in Pittsburgh, about him falling off after having a couple good years with them. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see what he does, though. I was a little upset because I thought Cahoon was pretty good. I was pretty excited to see what he could do, especially with like Taves. But I don't know. I'm excited. Addressing D needs is definitely top priority. So that trade I'm still not 100% on, but I'm okay with it.
you think that, I mean, like, Cahoon, it sucks because he was a guy you could insert anywhere in the lineup.
Yep.
And he's, like, noticeable. He's always going balls to the wall. And just, like even if he doesn't finish, like, he's creating chances. And, like, it was amazing. Like, I could tell he wanted to be there so bad.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I do like the trade, though, because even though, like you said, like, some people are saying that Mata might have been, like, tailing off in Pittsburgh, like, that's like the perfect time to, like, pick up a guy like that where it's like, oh, you know what, like, reignite, like, a fire under their ass and, like, maybe
change of scenery.
Yeah, a great season. Like, and, like, what we really need is, like, those kind of defensive type players. And like I was saying before this, like, the two of them combined for the exact same stats last season, except for, like, games played, was 1 goal and 13 assists, both him and Dahan, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, and he's Mata's 24 years old, and he's got cap hit of $4 million for 3 more years. I mean,
yeah,
for if top 4 pairing D, if he's in the top 4, even if he's 5'6", I mean that's still not too bad of a cap hit for that kind of guy. Guaranteed Calhoun goes and plays with Sidney Crosby and scores 30 next year, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And like signs a big ticket and then tails off after that. But whatever, you know.
Well, he's coming right in at a good time. You know, Hornfist is going to be getting out of there pretty soon. You just toss another European guy in there and just boom.
Yep.
Make magic happen.
So this got
and
sent.
Then that Dehan trade, though, fucking stoked about that one. That is a fucking steal. You give away Anton Forsberg, who has proven on 2 different teams now that he is not an NHL starter. Maybe this is finally his time to shine down in Carolina because they don't have a goalie right now anyways. And you get rid of Gustav Forsling, who with Mata in the lineup, I don't see Forsling being in the lineup anyways with what they have. So, I mean, you move 2 guys that aren't going to play in your team anyways and get Calvin DeHaan, who's definitely going to fit in the top 4, who's being compared to a Nicholas Jarmelson type who everybody fucking loves. Hammer, how are you? And then you get how do you say his name?
Olimata.
No.
No. The forward.
RLF.
Yeah, and this guy fucking tore it. He had 30 goals last year. He's one of your 30 for 30 guys in the A. So the reports of him, what he's saying, he's like, I'm fucking ready. I'm going hard this summer. I'm making that NHL.
Well, the other cool thing is we just drafted his brother in the 4th round of the draft this year too. So we got the 2 of them, and like he was a 3rd round pick back for the Rangers, and I can't remember exactly who he was traded for. That's gonna bother me so much right now.
Think about it.
Yeah.
But
did you see?
Dehan,
so we kind of sent those comments into our group chat about when Calvin DeHaan talking about playing like Nicholas Jarmelson.
I was just gonna say those. So yeah, somebody asked him about playing about like Nicholas Jarmelson. He said that's the kind of player I like to play, like nothing flashy, but just get the job done. And then he had shoulder surgery, so he's halfway through the rehab. He's like, I'm about 5 weeks into my rehab. Things are progressing well. I like to think I'm ahead of schedule. My main goal is to be ready for camp. I don't want to sit out on the sidelines. I want to be in there, grind away, get this team back in the playoffs. Straight in the veins. Straight to the veins. Put it in there.
So I can't believe I forgot this. So Alexei Sorella was traded in the Eric Stahl trade to New York. It was him and 2 second-round picks for Eric Stahl.
Gotcha.
No shit.
Yeah.
And Eric Stahl didn't do much down there, so
he's been killing it in Minnesota.
Yeah, he likes those small market areas. He doesn't like the big market. You could tell.
Which is weird because like Minnesota, like their fucking fan base is like crazy, like a big market, but it's Minnesota.
Yeah,
it's Minnesota, but at the same time, I don't know. He grew up on a farm. He's been playing in Carolina for so long. Like he needs to not be in a big city.
Yeah.
So Bowman goes and he gives his defense a much needed facelift. So now that brings up the question of who is going to be the odd man out coming up next season, because you're looking at this right now. I'm looking at our cap friendly. We have 8 defensemen on there, and it doesn't list Yoki Haru. It doesn't list a possible Boquist. So looking at this, with free agency coming up, and obviously there's got to be probably more trades happening. Who do you think is going to be like the odd man out for next season?
That's so hard.
There's been rumblings that Connor Murphy might be moved.
I could see that.
I could see that too.
Right-handed defenseman that's like an NHL like caliber player. I mean, the other right-handed defensemen we have are Boquist and Jokiharju
and Seabrook.
And Bowden. Yeah, I know Seabrook's not going to go anywhere. That's like
no.
LTIR. But like, although like your top 3 like rookie defensemen are all righties. Like,
yeah, looking at the way it is right now, I don't think Boquist is coming in. They really want to take their time with him. I think he stays in London one more year. And obviously we've seen the videos of him training with Campbell on the side. Like he's going to be ready. So they don't want to rush in. I think Jokiharju really does do a good job and crack the lineup this year. I've been seeing a lot of like, what is it? Like, I think it was like Keith Dehan, Mata, was it Mata, Murphy, and then Gustafson, Seabrook?
And then Yoki would be like that seventh defenseman.
Yeah, you can interchange him with like Murphy or Seabrook or something. I don't know.
Would
But
you
you're not gonna
rather
healthy
have
scratch
him?
Brent Seabrook, I don't think.
Would you rather have Yoki playing that seventh defenseman role, or would you rather have him down in Rockford playing every day? And maybe
Yeah, I mean,
use a Dahlstrom or the was it Koiko or
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo? I knew it was something
Yeah.
simple like that. Fuck.
I mean, I could see it like halfway through the year they call him up and then start slowly putting him into the lineup or something. But hopefully they trade Keith or Seabrook.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean, if you're going to be trading one of them, you're going to probably have to give up like a solid pick or like a solid prospect, like in a Bickle style kind of trade.
Or
well,
like,
I mean, they couldn't even give up the third overall pick. So for Seabrook,
Well, it's because they wanted Vancouver to take on that entire cap.
Yeah.
And I think
yeah, but they wanted Bowl and Byram really bad. So if you wanted him that bad, take it on.
I think Vancouver probably believes that they're in a spot that they are a couple moves away from like possibly making the playoffs.
And
if you're going to take on that Seabrook contract, you're kind of just eliminating yourself from like what you think you're going to be doing pretty soon.
They also have to pay Brock Besser, who's an RFA, who is also nobody ever talks about. They have Jay Beagle signed 3 more years at $3 million. Same with Anton Roussel. And they just paid Bo Horvat. He's making 5.5. So, and they just picked up JT Miller, who's making 5.2.
And they're also being connected to Tyson Berry too.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, Seabrook's contract's 5 years. I mean, Quinn Hughes has 2 years left of his RFA. What is it? Elias Pettersson has 2 years left of RFA, and those guys are going to get big tickets. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a smart move not to take that whole contract on.
Absolutely. Like, they're such a young team. That would be kind of stupid to do.
You're going to eat a lot 100%. Of that.
They need that space because they are going to be nasty.
You're going to eat a decent amount of that Seabrook contract if you want to move it, and that's just kind of now the position we're going to be in.
I mean, he's at 6.8. You take 2. I think a team will take him for 4.8.
For like 5 more years, though?
After this year? For 4 years?
If you had a couple good sweeteners in there? Fuck, I mean, right now, it looks like we're going to win the goddamn Stanley Cup this year, so give him a first-round pick.
Let's do it.
Another trade we forgot about. John Hayden for John Quinville.
Oh.
Yep, I was just looking at that, too.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. See,
just moving some guys.
Johnson's on the move.
They're saying that this was like a change of pace type of move, but it's like I feel like Hayden never really was given his true shot with this team.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think what he had anyways was gonna work.
I loved him as a player.
I know, I did
too. I mean, same with Ryan Hartman, but
he's the like spark plug type of player. But I mean, not very good defensively. But he was always ready to throw a huge hit, and I fucking will never forget his fight against Marcus Foligno.
That first Wolves game we went to, where it was Wolves versus Rockford, and Hayden was down. I did not realize how fucking big that guy was.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Holy shit! And that's what that's what we're missing right now.
Well, good thing we just drafted Kirby Dach.
Yes. So,
Kirby.
So the draft day, I'll say,
200.
Is it a shocker?
We got Calvin and Kirby.
Would you guys call that a shocker or?
I mean, he was definitely a top 5 projected, top 10 projected player. Like, I know a lot of people were saying Turcotte or like Bowen Byram, but like, I mean, the Hawks have a pretty good reputation with drafting 3rd overall besides one pick. But like,
Cam Barker.
Yep. If they're really high on him, then I'm not gonna be like they're wrong. Like,
so.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, all the rumors were either it's Byram or Turcotte, and I mean, once it got down to like the actual day, it came out that they've been leaning towards Dach the entire time. Like, this is the guy that they've wanted this entire time. So I mean, if they're that high on him that nobody else is on their radar, pretty much, then yeah, 100%. I can't wait to see what this kid can do. Absolutely. And
that's what
I wanted Byram really bad, but then it came up like. You start thinking about it, like they have so many D prospects like we just went over. They got Bowden, Yoki Haru, Boquist. I mean,
All first round picks.
They're gonna be good. They're fine on D. So I mean, yeah, Byram would have been sick, and now he's in Colorado, so we're gonna be able to watch him play with Cal McCarr. So that's gonna be fucking sick to watch. Can't wait.
They're saying Kirby is like a mix of Getzlaf and Scheifele,
which is perfect because I mean it's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna come in, slot in that third center role, and he's gonna be a way better Anisimov.
And he grew up idolizing
to Backstrom as well because he's just got an insane passing ability.
Give me Backstrom all day.
He also looked up to.
I don't care.
He looked up to Jonathan Taves as well. So the fact that now he's going to be able to have Taves like mentoring him, I mean, there's fucking worse players to have show you the ropes in this league.
Yeah, and plus you're going to be coming up with like Dylan Strome, so like it's going to be the two of them competing or just being like our 1A and 1B kind of center thing. And I'm so excited for that because like our center situation's always been kind of shitty or not.
After the top two, it kind of just tailed off after that.
Huh?
After the top two centers, it's been pretty much just dropped after that.
Yeah, I mean, but like the second line center role's been kind of like somebody different every fucking season.
Yeah,
and like, now we have like 3 fucking good centers, and they're all 3rd overall draft picks, which is fantastic.
Yeah, you were talking about him being like Backstrom. I'm looking at his stats right now, all the way back to like Bantam in 13-14. He's an assist guy. He's a playmaker.
Oh yeah.
And some of the highlights he had from juniors this year, he's just like there was one highlight during the draft that they showed that he pickpocketed Byram and then just shelved it near side. Like I don't know who the goalie was, but yikes! Like he can snipe too.
Yeah, they like all the analysts were saying that like he has the potential to score a shit ton, but he just doesn't use his shot as much as he should. And then the size, like his size too, like they're like he can use his size to drive the net and fucking get greasy goals too. It's like apparently if he fucking decides he wants to score, he probably is gonna fucking score.
Yeah, there was a ton of highlights of him just driving straight to the net too, protecting the puck, and I was like, this is the guy that the Hawks need.
Oh god, yeah.
600%.
He used to do when he first started. Like he would just fucking bury his shoulder and fucking grind to the net and fucking shit.
Yeah, literally, as you said that, the capability to bury, hit the shoulder, drive to the net, and find Twine with 2 or 3 defenders dangling off of him is there.
Well, that's crazy. You must be on like Elite Prospects or something.
Yeah, is that what you're on?
Must be reading the text that we sent out before the podcast about scouting report.
What? Yeah, 6'4". Jesus Christ, it's a big boy.
I mean, like I said, still, I trust their scouting like 100% more than anybody else bitching because their scouting is what has gotten us like Panarin and what brought Cahoon over. And now we have Dominic Kubalik, who we got for a 5th round draft pick. And like, he's going to be filthy. And like, our scouting has been pretty fucking good. And like,
Dylan Strome, that trade.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun.
We got Pierlini and Strome for Schmaltz. And it's just like, okay, we'll take 2 fucking sick roster players for 1. Sounds good. Cool. And DeBrincat, we got DeBrincat fucking 2nd round, 39th overall. Like, I think our scouts know what they're fucking doing.
Yep.
So, good things. So, that was the draft for the Hawks. I mean, we'll get into a little bit more for the NHL in a second, but kind of want to talk a little bit, free agency coming up. There's been a couple rumor players that the Hawks are going to be, targeting or rumored to be targeting. So I want to get your guys' opinion on those. So the first one up is Pavelski.
Depends on money.
Yeah, and term.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we see what happened with Brent Seabrook's contract. Like, I mean, Pavelski's not young. He's still obviously fucking unbelievable player. He's one of, if not the best in front of the net, tipping pucks and redirecting pucks. And, but I don't know. Like he's 34. Yeah. He's 34 right now. Like but he wants to get paid because he wants to get that payday. But I don't know, man. If it's a short-term thing with the little amount of money, absolutely sign me fucking up right now. But if it's a long term for like $8 million, no, thank you.
I don't know how anybody's gonna do any like long term deal with him. But like the issue I'm having is it's probably the same as like a Marlowe kind of deal where it's gonna end up being like 3 years with whoever signs him.
And that last year is going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, basically. And like that's the issue I don't want us to have, because all of our like younger guys need contracts next year
That's-
DeBrincat and Strome are the two big ones.
That's my biggest concern with
Eric
signing him.
Gustafson's going to need a contract too.
And who knows what he's going to get, especially if
he can show,
everything I've seen, he's being projected to be 5th, 6th defenseman. But the way he can put the puck in the net, I don't understand why he would be down there.
Oh, I don't know, because like, I'm assuming they're probably keeping Keith up as like first or second line, and then they brought DeHaan in, and they're not going to put him in the third, like left, like defensive slot, and then
I don't know.
Yeah.
So Pavelski would be awesome. I just don't think money wise it makes much sense for us to go on that route.
Age.
Yeah, I think. My opinion is the other guy that the Hawks are linked to, who I would fucking love, is Anders Lee.
Yeah, that one makes a lot more sense. He's 28, so if you give him a 6-year deal, just say, then he's Pavelski's age by the time the contract ends.
Mhm.
Like,
he's coming off a $3.75 million contract.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can get him at like 5x5 if he'd be down for that. I don't even know. He probably wants to get paid though. He's a 40 goal scorer. I know it was only once, and it was with Tavares, because Tavares is one of the greatest fucking players in the league right now, and not a big deal. But he's
gonna be
consistent.
He's gonna be
51 points, 62 points, 52 points, 36 points, 41 points. He's right around 50, 60 almost every time when he's healthy.
He's gonna give
30 goal scorer usually, right around there too.
He'd give Taze like a truly legitimate winger.
Well, what was his last deal? Was he at $4 million?
His last deal, his cap hit was
under.
3.75.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna end up costing more than Pavelski would. I feel like Pavelski would almost sign for like a 1-year $8 million deal or something like that. Over like Anders Lee would. He's gonna want like his fucking payday. He's gonna want it more than fucking Pavelski would.
Yeah, because Pavelski's he's made his money. Anders Lee, his estimated career earnings is at 16 mil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see what Pavelski is.
A hair under fucking 50.
Jesus Christ. But then at the same time, if he's looking to do like a short-term deal, why wouldn't Pavelski just re-sign in San Jose?
Because San Jose has no money.
Yeah, because loyalty or whatever those Islanders fans preach about. Signing Carlson.
Another name that I don't know how legit it is. I've seen it a couple times though. Is Gustav Nyquist.
Nah.
A winger. He plays both sides. He made 4.75 his last contract, and he is 29, coming off of 60 points this past season.
It's not too bad. Well, that's another guy San Jose can't fucking sign.
Yeah. He had 40, 48. So he had a career year this year.
Between two teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like I don't want the Hawks to go and like spend too much money on a guy that they're not sure is going to mesh well with the team just because they've played well somewhere else.
Don't go re-sign Andrew Ladd for a cup run or something like that. Like, that's the thing about this too. Like, yeah, you can sign Pavelski for a 1 year, $8 million or whatever it is, but they weren't even in the playoffs for the past 2 years. Who says like they're going to be in the playoffs? You add Pavelski, that team's fucking looking great as long as Crawford stays healthy and the D actually plays well, which they definitely upgraded. But I don't know. I think you just let your prospects play.
They also met with Panarin allegedly, but it kind of came
Aaron's
out.
not coming back to
Yeah.
Chicago though.
No, he came out and said that.
Yeah.
Um,
Apparently, the Golden Knights traded Eric Holla to the Carolina Hurricanes for a prospect named Nicholas Roy.
interesting.
Paula.
Which
Yeah,
is
they
happening right now, so.
they gotta get under cap big time.
How much was he at for?
Let's see.
Holla?
Yeah,
I don't think he was on for much.
2.75.
Well, it's not.
He's 28. Signed for one more year. Not bad for Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina's making some moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carolina still needs to re-sign Aho though.
Yep, and apparently they're very far off.
Yeah.
William.
Yeah,
Nylander.
like he wants like 9.5, and they were offering him like 5 or 6.
So
I was thinking about this. I read that, and I was kind of thinking about this, and like obviously with the whole Marner thing, and like all these like huge RFAs, like this has got to be like the greatest RFA draft pool that there ever was, and it's funny how the young players in the NHL are just controlling everything right now. They control the game because it's a young man's game now. All the talent comes from the young kids. You need to be fast to keep up in this league. The older guys are starting to tail off. Not only that, but they're driving what people make now. Like Kevin Hayes just got fucking paid. Like, and I mean, I don't know if I would have paid him that much, but like, and then you got Aho waiting to get as much as he can. You got Willie Nylander last year waiting to get as much as you can. You got Marner still not signed. Like all these RFAs aren't signed, and a lot of them are getting offers now because the first official day that you can go out and talk to the RFAs was today. So I mean, a lot of rumors that people are talking to a lot of players, and it's like they're just driving the market up, and it's crazy.
It's also because they're not even accepting bridge deals anymore. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Fucking term, and they want their money right away because they're the ones that are producing.
They either want a 5-year deal with a lot of money, or an 8-year deal with even more money because they don't want to miss their UFA years where they were going to get fucking paid because they've seen guys not make it out of that 5-year. Like they could have got way more after the 5 years, and then they get screwed the last 3 years of their deal. But also, you're making fucking $80 million. Who gives a shit, dude?
Well, yeah, because they want so much money, but then they want to make it so that once they hit 26, they can play the market if they want to, or they get
their
paid
prime
so much fucking more.
Yeah, like a Matt Duchene.
Yeah. Oh, where's he gonna go?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm so excited for this fucking free agency.
It's gonna be.
Especially
I can't wait for July 1st.
If anybody fucking does sign an offer sheet and they can't fucking match it, and it's like picks are flying everywhere too, just like it's gonna be a shit show. Hopefully.
It's funny how so with the Leafs, I guess Kyle Dubas went into they have unofficially have Kasperi Kapanen and Andreas Janssen both signed. They have the term, they have the money, but they're waiting until Marner's officially signed.
Yep.
And but apparently he walked in there and they both kind of said something about getting offer sheet, and he said, "That's fine. You want to sign an offer sheet? I am not matching it. So good luck anywhere you go." And they're like, "Okay, well, whatever you want, I'll sign it." So yeah, Kyle Dubas has them locked up. But what else was I gonna say? I don't remember anymore. That was all I got now.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I would just be like, all right, cool. I'll go get paid.
Oh,
fuck it.
Yeah. So the other thing is, it's funny because all these like all season last year they've been talking about, oh, Marner's getting an offer sheet, and nobody else gets talked about getting offer sheeted really. Marner's the number one, and it came out today that I think it was like Darren Dreger or something like that retweeted somebody saying like, yeah, I've been talking to a lot of GMs and nobody wants to offer sheet Marner because one, like if they get Marner, that's a high cap hit that they don't really want to take on, and two, the Leafs with all that cap space and 4 first-round picks is way more dangerous than the Leafs with Mitch Marner on their team. And I'm like, yep, exactly. That's why I'm like, either sign him or get rid of him. Like, hurry up.
The other crazy thing about that, too, is the 4 first-round draft picks don't have to come within the 4 next years.
It's which I didn't realize.
4 within the next 5 years, which means every team has at least 4 within the next 5 years, so any team can actually offer sheet them.
Yeah, which I really thought it was just the next 4. So, yeah that's crazy.
Plus, it has to be like your own draft pick. It can't just be like something you traded for, too.
Yep. So, well, no, I was going to say Winnipeg could have done it this year, but because they traded back.
Line A.
Apparently they came, and Kyle Connor.
Kyle Connor might be getting fucking offer sheeted.
They said that they'll match any offer sheet between Liney and Connor, which I don't know how they will.
Oh, one team should just fucking offer them both.
Oh yeah,
too much money so that they at least get one of them.
Kind of like the Sharks did to Jarmelson and Niemi to the Hawks after the 2010.
Yeah.
Hey, nice fucking move keeping Jarmelson.
Hey, Chairman,
that worked out.
Sorry, we're going like back and forth so bad.
What's up?
You got any input? We got a lot going on here.
No, you guys are fine.
Yeah, sorry. This is basically what we were talking about before we started recording.
Everything I would go to like say something, you guys would like go and say it. So I'm like, oh no, never mind. Okay, they got it covered.
I'm just like seeing your face. You're like, oh, all right.
Every time you try to do talk too, like your mic is so much quieter. Like you can't overtalk us. Like I can overtalk Tanner, you can overtalk me, but you like can't because your mic is so quiet.
Yeah, which is hilarious because his mic is the loudest one on the recording. He's recording, and then like we're on the actual chat that we have. We're like, "What'd you say?"
What? Sorry, speak up, little boy.
I'll eventually figure this shit out. But but let's wrap up Hot Stock here.
Oh yeah, this was only Hawks talk.
Yeah, so let's wrap this up so we can get into like the really silly season stuff.
We haven't yet.
No, yeah. Free agency. So starts Monday. What is one thing you want to see the Hawks do, or what do you expect to see the Hawks do?
Well, what do I want them to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do, or what do you think is gonna be like realistically? What's gonna happen? You think on Monday?
I want them to move Keith or Seabrook. That's what I want them to do. Make a trade, but free agency. You said?
Yeah.
I want Anders Lee. I really do.
Yeah.
I think that would be huge, especially at a good contract. He's playing with. Oh my God, can you imagine him with Kaner? Like him, Kane, and I don't know what to do. Kajula, Taves, and Lee, like that's fucking sick. Or you could throw a Nisimov, Kane, and Lee together. I think that might be a decent line. Who knows?
Man. One, I don't want them to go after another old player like Chris Kunitz or Cam Ward.
Yeah. I think Bowman learned his lesson after that.
I don't want them to go after Corey Perry at all.
No.
I don't want them to try and make a big splash in free agency.
I mean, if they got Lee, that'd be the biggest splash that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want them to go after. I'm just like looking at like top free agents. Like I wouldn't mind like Matt Zuccarello.
He's gonna want too much money.
A Marcus Johansson.
Zuccarello wants a long-term deal. I read, and so there's a couple.
I feel like Wayne Simmons would be good, but Wayne Simmons has been on like one of the best contracts in the NHL. He probably wants to get paid. Like
he wants a big ticket, also. Yep.
He was on like a fucking 8-year, like $4
million per. Yeah. When he was a consistent 20-goal scorer.
Yeah, like I don't know, like. I just want.
Hey, Dave Boland's a free agent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Get the band back together again.
Yeah. Hey, so also I was thinking, hey, but if they do sign Pavelski, I know I said they haven't made the playoffs and all that stuff, but I mean he looks a lot like Chris Versteeg, and Chris Versteeg is 2 times around on the Hawks. You know how that ended. Plus they're starting out in Europe. You know how that ended last time too. So
can't we just buy Chris Versteeg's contract from Rockford and bring him up? Like if it's getting to that verge, like
I don't know. I want them to not do anything crazy. I don't want like how like Toronto signed Patrick Marleau and they did it a year too much. Like I don't want that kind of situation where like we'll be in a cap crunch when we like our young guys need to be fucking signed again. But I wouldn't mind them adding like some solid pieces. Like I'm sure there's something that like nobody's talking about, and like the Hawks might sign somebody, and we'll either be like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't know they were a free agent. That was a good signing, or they're going to sign somebody, and we're gonna be like, "Why the fuck would they sign that person?" Like,
yeah,
I don't know. There's too much going on in the defensive end that I don't want them to get rid of any of our young guys and try and sign someone new to fit in there. There's already such a
I don't want them to trade Yoki Harrier and sign Jake Gardner or something like that.
Yeah,
exactly. I was looking at that too. Like him or like Tyler Myers or like Anton Strawman. I don't
Delzato.
I want Colin Delia to like be ready for the season as a backup, but like if he's not, let's sign a solid backup. You know, don't go crazy.
So here's another question. I guess I want to come up with, want to put out there. Do you trust Delia enough to take this over in case Crawford has another injury or he missed significant time again? Or do you look at a possible veteran free agent goalie for another 1 year, maybe like a Cam Ward type deal?
I trust Delia over Cam Ward right now.
But here's the thing though, if Crawford goes down, who's the backup?
Curtis McElhinney.
Curtis.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you go for like, a veteran, like journeyman backup goalie? Do you sign him for like a real friendly 1 year deal? Let Crow prove that he's healthy, or like, because that's my biggest worry is like, we'll get this team all set up and it's gonna be perfect, and then fucking Crow goes down again and just completely
There's not really that many great veteran goalies out there that I would even want as a backup, honestly.
True.
So I mean, we're pretty much putting all of our eggs in the Crawford basket, huh? Staying healthy.
I mean, if it's another 1 year deal, and like just have something like I said, I would gladly take Curtis McElhinney. Like
McElhinney's a good, solid backup goalie.
Solid backup goalie. I don't know. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on like Colin Delia. Like he'll get like split time if Crawford goes down or if like our backup goes down. Like
the thing is that D's going to be a lot better this year than it was last year, so he's going to have a lot more help in front of him, which he definitely needed.
I'm also just like, I think we definitely need to sign like a solid fourth line.
Just a whole fourth line.
Because right now,
like I'm looking at like what we have signed right now that's on the big club, and it's really like Kane, Taves, Saad, Anisimov, Kajula, Strome, and DeBrincat is 7. I'm assuming they're gonna sign Pierlini.
Yep.
They didn't qualify David Kampf. Still have like I don't know. I don't know when they're like doing re-signing, but they can do it now. But they haven't re-signed Kruger or Kunitz.
They're not re-signing either of them. I'm assuming. So I'm assuming they're gonna re-sign Perlini. I'm assuming they're gonna give an offer sheet or an offer to John Quinville since they made that trade. Yeah. And I'm assuming they're gonna re-sign Dylan Sakura because that kid's gonna be good, and I want them to re-sign him.
Yeah, Dylan Sakura is driving me crazy.
Like, I know.
He needs another year in the A. But
I mean that could be your third, fourth line right there.
I feel like we still need some like veteran fourth line, like
you need a bottom 6 veteran that can like really like
Dave Bolland.
Yeah, like really show this like these kids how to play in this role.
Yeah, like
nice.
I don't know. That's one of the things where you might go. I feel like Corey Perry is like a fourth or third line guy, and then power play specialist on like the second.
Honestly,
power play line.
If you got Perry for like league minimum, I don't think I would hate that.
I don't know. Everybody's saying like, oh, he's gonna come back, dude. I don't know. He's had a lingering knee injury since 2014. Like, I don't want him. He's old. I don't think it's worth it.
It'd have to be dirt cheap. It would have to be the lowest deal that he could possibly take.
I don't know.
Watch this. I'm
not a big fan.
2 years, $2 million.
Yeah, right.
Full no movement clause.
Full on.
That happens. The shirt's coming out.
Yeah.
All right. Any more thoughts on Hot Stock?
Nah.
Hacks.
I'm excited for all of the stuff that's going to be happening.
Hawk Stock. I came out. I guaranteed playoffs this year. Hawks.
Yeah.
Ooh, you said
Hawks
it there.
Guaranteed playoff spot. Wild card.
All right.
Mark it.
39-minute mark. I'm gonna put this on
Feather in
social.
your cap.
June 26, 2019. Hawks make the playoffs.
Well, I don't have a pen that's working right now. So.
Hey Google, the Hawks are going to make the playoffs. Okay.
Good talk.
All right.
So. All right.
It would have been awesome, but whatever.
So let's move to the NHL draft. Not many shockers in the first 2 picks. Jack Hughes to the Devils, who then go on to make another big boy move to get their roster bolstered by trading for PK Subban.
Yep.
Who
PK Subban?
Which people are criticizing Dave Pohl for that move because of the little return. He got the Devils to take the entire cap hit.
Mm-hmm.
And now they get the cap space to go after Duchesne, which is who they are targeting, and I think that's pretty obvious.
Insane if they get Duchesne and they have Ryan Johansson and Matt Duchesne just down the middle for 1 and 2.
And then they could re-sign Yossi.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty big move. And then the Rangers take Kappo, which I think he's looking like wasn't feeling it a little bit with his Instagram video.
He looked Russian in that video.
New York is beautiful city.
I love New York. Yes.
It's too Russian.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. He didn't smile. He looks Russian.
Look at building.
Very nice building.
So another
building.
Another big draft day. Well, day 2 of the draft trade was Carolina Hurricanes and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nolly, you want to take it?
Yes. Yeah, they fucking killed it, dude. They moved that entire Patrick Marleau contract with not retaining anything, so that's fucking sweet. What?
No salary retained.
Yeah, that's what I said. Idiot.
It's the whole David Clarkson thing. Where it's like everybody's like, they traded David Clarkson. No salary retained.
But they traded him for Nathan Horton, LTIR.
Yeah.
No, I mean they got, what was it, 6.8 off the books. I mean that's fucking huge. And especially with Marner still needing to be signed. What's
Andres Johnson.
So yeah, I mean that's big time. And I mean I know they gave up, what was it? They didn't really give up too much for him either. I mean they gave up a first round pick
and then a 6 or something like that.
Just under $7 million in cap space. 100% sign me up for that. Giving away a first round pick just for that, like 100%. And it's gonna be a bottom 20 pick too, like 20 to 31.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those two first round picks. So I mean it's not that big of a deal. It's
still
a great move. Yeah, it's still a first round pick, 100%. But you have 13 million in cap space now, and you got room to sign Janssen, Kapanen, and Marner. So yeah, great move.
Big move. Yeah, other than that, I really don't think, I mean, I didn't watch the draft, so I don't have much to comment on there. I mean, you guys have anything you want to touch on with the draft?
I just know one of the biggest fucking surprises was Detroit at 6.
Did see that.
Moritz Seider.
Did you see the kid's reaction when his name got called?
Stoked.
Yeah.
He didn't fucking believe it either.
He's one of like 3 Germans to go in the top 10 ever.
Yeah, well, Leon Draisaitl is one of the other ones, and he's pretty fucking good.
I'd say.
The kid rocking the bow tie with the fucking 6 salad too. Holy shit.
That flow was unreal.
Well, so he's
Steve what my hairline used to look like. I swear to God.
He's Steve Yzerman's first draft pick as the GM for the Red Wings.
So yeah, I think he's.
I think Yzerman did a pretty fucking good job drafting while he was in Tampa as well. So I think he knows what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
This kid's gonna probably be fucking sick.
What was it? Somebody. I think it was this kid. He went 50th overall to the LA Kings. Samuel Fagimo or whatever. Everybody's saying that this kid is like one of the best goal scorers in the whole draft, and he dropped to 50th in the
what? Oh, 50th. I thought you said 15th.
Yeah.
I was like,
no, 50th.
Field.
Cole Caulfield dropping. Yep,
that's a big one too.
Also, big news. I mean, first round, USA and Canada had the same amount of players drafted. That's huge for USA. USA hockey is fucking awesome right now, and that developmental team is fucking stacked this year.
Plus, USA has been 2 of the last 3 years of first overall picks.
Yep, and none of those were. The other one wasn't Canadian. So,
Switzerland.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty sweet. Good draft or whatever.
Fucking New Jersey getting another center though, first overall. That's gonna be sick. Nico Hischier and Hughes just.
Who do they think they are? Edmonton with all these first round picks or first overall picks or what?
And
Still
Taylor
missing the
Hall.
playoffs. I know.
So does the Jack Hughes pick still make sense even with the question mark of Taylor Hall not playing there? Because kind of the whole point I heard was picking him up so he could play with Taylor Hall. But now, if Taylor Hall doesn't resign him, do you think they kind of regret taking him, or do you think they would look at Kappo? They wish they should have taken Kappo.
Why
I don't
would
think
they-
so because I think Kakko is going to be good right away, but I think Hughes overall is going to be better, and he's a centerman. So I mean, he's going to be their number one centerman.
I think it's the same situation that happened with like Matthews and Line, where everybody's like, "Oh, Line could go first. Line can go first," and then the more valuable player is going to end up being the center. Like,
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, Liney's going to score way more goals," but Matthews had a 40-goal year, so it's like, yeah, I think Hughes is going to be a lot better than I think
Both
Kakko is going to be
players.
quick, very good, very quick. But I
I
think
just realized that's like a mirror of the fucking
Yeah.
Line thing. It's a U.S. born center versus Finnish
winger that could score goals and is ready to play in the NHL right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some good swagger to him too already. You know, dropping his big quote after he got picked was, "I'm not looking to be the next Patrick Kane. I'm looking to be the next Jack Hughes, and I want the kids to say I want to be Jack Hughes."
Yeah, that's fucking sweet. But also, if I'm anywhere near being the next Patrick Kane, I'll take that also. Please and thank you.
Who had the better
American player.
Who had the better first day with their team? Jack Hughes in New Jersey or Kirby in Chicago?
It's pretty close, but I gotta give it to Jack just because he met Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Kirby got to throw out the pitch at Wrigley, but he didn't give it to me to Adam Sandler.
And there's a video I just saw before we started recording. Him, he was with the New Jersey sales team, and he's just fucking ripping
shots in the
my
sales department.
God! And he's just like, whatever. Like,
yeah, they threw one of the salesmen in net, had him padded up, and they
fucking
Hughes just throws one right over his shoulder into a net. That's pretty sweet.
Ugh.
So that was the draft. All right, so let's wrap things up here with a big picture NHL free agency. Lot of big names. I mean, even with some of the guys re-signing already, still some big boy names out there. You got Bobrovsky, Duchesne, Panarin. Where do you guys think? So let's start with this one. Do you guys think Panarin and Bobrovsky are a package deal at this point?
Yeah.
More than likely, yeah.
Unless Panarin really wants to go to the Rangers, I don't see Bobrovsky going there.
I don't see how that could work out.
There's no way the Rangers pay $17 million between their two goaltenders and then have Lundqvist back up Bobrovsky. I mean, that's an unreal tandem, but that's not happening.
It's kind of not the way to, like, Bobrovsky's not like he's a young goalie either. He's 30. Well, like, why? I don't know why you would bring in an older goalie to, take over for Lundqvist at this point,
He's still a fucking Vezina candidate from like year to year.
He's still up there. I mean, he hasn't proven himself in the playoffs, really, though. I mean, he kind of did this year, but not really.
Earned the sweet.
Yeah. I think they both go to Florida. Because I guess Panarin came out and said he wants to be in a Russian, like a very highly populated Russian
Florida
city, which is Florida. Yeah.
I know that because
Bob wants to be on the beach, 100%. He wants to be in that sand.
And I just know all that because of Chris D'Elia's joke about the Russians going to Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Florida's probably going to be it. Dude, how dangerous are they going to be if they pull that off?
Can you imagine, though, if they went to like the Islanders? Like, if they choose not to sign Laner back and they lose Anders Lee, and then you replace them with Bobrovsky and Panarin, you literally are replacing a left wing for a left wing and a goalie for a goalie, and I think you're upgrading to both fucking spots right there.
I was just gonna say, but you were making like that way better, like both positions. Yeah,
they have
100%.
They have 20 million in just about 20.7 million in space.
20.7, so they're gonna have 0.7 in cap space after they sign those two.
Basically, I mean, and then you could probably. I mean, I'm assuming you'd fucking move people. They just re-signed Everly for a decent deal. You'd probably want to.
Everly's got a good contract.
Yeah,
lad. I don't know.
You got all these low mark. I'm looking at the guys that are making moves right now. New Jersey, Carolina, possibly Florida if they sign these two. Like it's gonna be a really untraditional like playoff run team, you know, like
it was this year.
yeah, like even more so though. Like if you throw in Florida back in there, I guess New Jersey belongs, or they're like a traditional market. I don't know. All right, how about Duchesne, Nashville?
Yeah, more than likely.
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 Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I could see him re-signing in Columbus too, though, but probably Nashville.
I feel like nobody's connected to Columbus. Like I don't feel like
he's talked to Columbus about re-signing, and he said he wouldn't mind re-signing there, but he wanted to talk to other teams too.
I was gonna say, wasn't the Islanders pursuing him as well?
Yeah,
I think the Islanders are pursuing anybody at this point
because they can't keep a captain. Hey,
we're looking for the next captain. I was gonna say,
hey, loyalty or whatever. You know, he's not my captain. Whatever. It's because you guys can't keep a captain.
How about Jake
Can't
Gardner?
wait for Barzal to get to see and then just leave them. It'd be so cool.
if you're fucking the Islanders and you do not fucking lock up Barzal with like his first contract, like $11 million for 8 years, then you're fucking crazy.
At this point, do you kind of
Just don't give him the C until you sign him.
I would say,
so then he is locked up.
do you kind of just give him a blank check at this point? Just be like, please, just fucking stay. Just you put them number, just stay. We'll sign it. It's signed already.
Can't
Just
do this.
How
You want
about
the McDavid money? You can have the McDavid money.
all right? Last player we'll talk about, and then we can wrap this up here. Just because he's a Toronto guy, so I'm kind of curious where you think Nolly, Jake Gardner.
I have no fucking clue, honestly. I mean, it sounds like he wants to stay, but he probably wants a ticket, and there's not going to be cap space after they sign those three guys, the three forwards.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's rumors Minnesota and Chicago, but after what the Hawks have done, I don't see him going there either. So, I mean, maybe Minnesota, I don't know, but that's probably just to get fucking paid because they are going to be a garbage hockey team. I don't know, though. I don't know. There's so many UFAs and RFAs that, like, the little guys are not getting any attention at all.
Mm-hmm.
People are just starting to talk about Matt Zuccarello. Like, where the fuck is he going to go? Dallas really can't afford him.
Yeah. But Dallas is in on Pavelski as well right now.
Yeah, I don't know it. Like, yeah, Pavelski was just in Dallas. I don't know.
And apparently they're in on Jake Gardner. That I'm looking this up.
How is Dallas always in on these guys? Like, they were in on Tavares last year.
I feel like Dallas is always in on some defenseman that isn't going to fit their system.
Like Alex Goligoski.
Or like Roman Polak.
Yeah, Roman Polak. Oh my god, don't get me fucking started.
They brought in what? They brought in Alexei Emelin. Like they didn't they get somebody from Vancouver at one point? Hughes. Like
Ben Lovejoy.
They're getting like these really odd defensemen that they slot in like the fourth, fifth, and sixth spot, and then right now they're trying.
I saw Lindell re-signing him.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did okay, and then
but he's getting paid more than John Klingberg.
Yeah, well, Klingberg's filthy, and
Lindell's making 5.8.
Who's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, Heiskanen is gonna get fucking paid in 2 years.
He was the third overall pick. I couldn't think of like who the fuck was third overall in the draft.
Yup.
Kind of got screwed out of Rookie of the Year voting, I think.
Let's see.
Also, you got Wayne Simmons. I mean, who knows where he goes? You got Dick Panic. Bring him back, baby.
Oh, you think Vancouver maybe goes after Gardner?
Who?
Vancouver.
Panic?
No, Vancouver after Gardner.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Detroit, Minnesota.
Oh, fuck. Hartman. I'm looking at Dallas. Forgot Hartman didn't get qualified either.
Yeah, I know. He's going to be UFA July 1st, and he still has no fucking clue that he even got traded.
Jesus Christ. How fucking... I mean, that's funny, right? Like, that's great.
He's going to be... That sucks, but that's so funny. I mean, He tweeted out, "Nobody talked to me, or going off the grid until next Saturday. Leave me a voicemail if you need me." And his mom's been tweeting at that tweet saying, you need to call your mom. I need to talk to you." She was in at Pure that day that he got traded, and I came in like a little after her, and I was like, "Oh, Billy, did you hear Hartman got traded?" He's like, "No, he didn't." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, his mom was just in here talking about how he was in Philly." I was like, "He just went to Dallas," and he's like, "Well, his mom doesn't even fucking know yet, so that's funny." I was like, "Yep."
That sucks like so much because he was like the perfect like Philly style
Philly guy, 100%.
He was the next Mike Richards. Like that's when we drafted him. Like his comparison was Mike Richards, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, give me Mike Richards." But
So he's gonna try to bring Coke over into Canada and then get banned from his home country for a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't mind signing him, bringing him back. No, yeah.
No, Richards is done.
Bring Hartman back?
Yeah.
I
wouldn't mind that either because you can probably get him cheap considering everything that has been going on. You can be like, "Yeah, you're not going to get much, so here you go. Come back to Chicago, and thanks for the first round pick that we got."
Yeah, the one that turned into Bowden.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now we just let Victor Edgestell go because whatever. We got Bowden.
We have Edgestell. I guess
he's an RFA.
I guess they qualified him, so.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah. All right, boys. So I think that might wrap it up. Do you guys got anything else you want to talk about, or?
I just like talking hockey.
Yeah.
And free agents because anything can happen, and I like that.
The next episode will probably be a long one because it will definitely be recorded after free agency day.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. July 1st, baby. Let's go.
I just hope there's stupid trades. I hope there's stupid signings.
What is it, Monday?
Yeah.
July 1st?
I want the fucking like offer sheets to just be fucking flying all over the place.
There's not going to be a single offer sheet.
If there's not an offer sheet this year, I think they need to just fucking get rid of that because it's so stupid that it like all these GMs are afraid. They're all afraid to do it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you were to modify the way offer sheets work and it wasn't for first overalls anymore because the first overall is so valuable, and like if you made it like 3 first overalls or something, or like 2 firsts and 2 seconds for like an $11 million player, I'm sure people would be like, "Yeah, fuck that. Let's fucking do that shit."
Yeah, but at the same time, it goes back to what I was saying about the Leafs, how teams are terrified to give them even a couple picks or giving them cap space. Like, I don't know, like to good teams, that's a win-win no matter what you offer sheet. Okay, like I'll let him go or I'll sign him, like whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't fucking happen. It's not going.
The only team that's really not going to win from an offer sheet is going to be Carolina with Aho.
Yeah. Because they're going to have a ton of cap space with nobody to fill it.
Right.
I don't think anybody should be really fucking afraid of it. If you're like Arizona, and let's say they had the cap space, and they were like, "Here, we'll fucking take Marner for sure." Like, I don't give a shit about giving the fucking Leafs cap space in fucking 4 picks because they're not even in my fucking conference. Yeah. Like, the only time I'd have to worry about them is if I meet them in the finals. Like, who fucking gives a shit? Fuck you, Eastern Conference. I don't give a shit that I just made the Leafs better and like now you guys are screwed. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm trying to make my team better. And like if that makes my team better immediately, and I believe that those first round draft picks won't do shit for my team in the next like 5 years, then fuck it. I'll do that shit. Like,
yeah, no, 100%. But it's just the GMs are gentlemen or whatever you want to call it because none of them. They just don't want to screw anybody over. It's like, it's a fucking business, dude. Go fucking do whatever you want.
Yeah. Play a fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mid?
I would love it if like somebody was just like, "Fuck all you guys, I'm about to do this shit." Like, boom, like offer sheets like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I want it to happen so bad. It probably won't. And then, Marner's going to probably sit out half of the season.
At that point, fucking trade him. Fuck it.
I saw Adam Wild retweeted somebody talking about an offer sheet situation for Marner, and he goes, "Nope, I'm convinced this deal gets done. December 1st."
Yeah, that was on the podcast.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but like also if there's gonna be an offer sheet, like maybe do it to like Aho or Laine or Rantanen and not Marner because please, just let him sign.
I just want,
I feel like Kyle Connor would be a good offer sheet.
Yeah. Or
Because-
Janssen or Kapanen, because you're only giving up, 2 second rounders or something like that, because you're only signing them to $4 million or something like that. So you're not giving up too much.
Yeah, I mean, but they're not the type of players I'd want to go after because they're not like game breakers. Like how like Kyle Connor can fucking score, or Laine can fucking score,
But I mean, if you're like the Blackhawks when you have Taves and Kane and Strome and DeBrincat, and you go out and get Kapanen, who is one of the fastest guys in the league, and you throw him out there with DeBrincat and Strome.
I'm not hating what you're putting down right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And you're only giving up a couple picks. That's not a bad move.
Especially if you're a cusp like fucking playoff team. Like
exactly.
Like picks that could probably turn into nothing. Maybe they do something, but you never know. You could. What if that pick became a Kasperi Kapanen?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
it'd be fun. I'm excited.
Also, I just pulled that out of my ass, and I'm like freaking stoked because that would be unreal.
That'd be sick.
That would be awesome. It's not gonna happen.
Yep. Ow. I just want the Hawks to be so fucking good.
Playoffs, baby. We'll be seeing it in Chicago this year.
Mark it down.
Don't know how far they'll go, but they'll make it.
I am marking it down, and I will put that on social too for a little, just to have it there, just like yeah. All right, boys.
Always the most exciting.
Trying to figure out what that noise was.
A little maple cameo.
Just making up offer sheets, playing with my dog.
All right, boys.
It's not a big deal or anything.
All right, boys. I think that's gonna about do it for us. This was episode 63. The Dahlstrom, who is potentially the odd man out of the defensive core this year.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right. Well.
Take it away, Tanner.
Love you guys.
Follow the boys on Twitter at WCBPodcast, on Instagram at WCBPodcast, and like them on Facebook, the Windy City Benders Podcast.